Alrighty guys, welcome back to Tauntaun Tactics. This is the third and final video for Battle Drill 074 Delta 9509, where we look at the US Army's enter and clear a room, very basic instructional video with the real badass background music that that introductory music that it had going for it. Guys, a link to that video is in the description if you want a little refresher or if you haven't seen it. That is essentially the inspiration for this. So we're trying to take whatever we learnt from that video and exclusively from that video and apply it here. So in that video there was a 4-man fire team going through clearing a structure. Okay, it consisted of a rifleman, a team leader, a grenadier, and a support gunner. In the video, it did not use flashbangs or frags or anything like that, so for the sake of consistency, we're not going to use it either. Okay, we're purely limited to the constraints of that video and what was taught in it. Okay, so without further ado, guys, let's get into it. Let's try and clear this randomly generated structure. What have we got? It's hopefully going to go better than the last one. We are chasing a little bit of redemption. We didn't make it through the last one. It had some real complicated entry points with windows overlooking each other. This one looks a little bit better. We got one door here. We can definitely use that to our advantage. We can obviously we're going to clear that patio before we come in, so we don't have to worry about that door. This door becomes a little bit iffy. Moving through here, just as far as game mechanics goes, trying to do a 4-man entry with points of domination and be accurate to the method that we're trying to reproduce, it's just going to be hard. These rooms here are quite small. Just getting 4 guys to move in there is going to be a bit of a mission, and we do have 2 of them back to back. We're going to see how we go, but the rest of this looks, you know, pretty good. We should be able to do all right with this one. All right, so let's get started. So let's get a stack going. First things first, we're going to want our rifleman to come up to this doorway. Team leader, do the same. We're actually going to get this stack to kind of go a little bit L-shaped, just because we want to. I want to do a few things here. Kind of going to make this up a little bit as we go, simply because, one, we are limited to what that video showed us. It didn't really show us approaching a building. It only showed us what to do once we're inside the room. That's cool. We can work with it. This one here, I'm gonna have him focus on this corner. Just clear this courtyard as much as possible. And our gunner, the reason we've got him situated there is he can keep an eye straight down here without risk of getting crossfire, risk of hitting his mates. We're only going to be here for, you know, half a second. We're really not going to waste much time here at all, and we're there, which means we're done. Let's go in. Let's get that corner cleared. Actually, from that point, we're just going to focus on that doorway for him. No one needs to focus on this doorway, which is great. Wow, it's a little bit scorchy. Pretty much the moment he's in. No, we're going to do this properly. We're going to get that look into the corner just so that everyone's aware of what's going on, and then he's going to be focusing on that doorway. Grenadier is going to follow to about. I don't want him there. That's dumb. The reason why that's dumb is if this door swings open, he's pretty much right in that fatal funnel. We don't want that. That's not cool. And door gunner, you can actually flow right about there. And the moment you're in, you can switch focus here. One thing I do want to do quickly, guys, because I always forget to do this, is you set up people on their approach to have these fixed location, these fixed focus points like that one there. And what ends up happening is you forget to turn it off and they end up walking backwards, and it looks ridiculous. And every time it happens, I know I could have avoided it, and I forget. Alrighty, there we go. Oh, come on, sort it out. Interesting. That's one thing this game does somewhat regularly, and I'm still yet to figure out why and how to fix it. The team leader was the first guy through the door. I'm going to start setting up commands, like go commands, because realistically we wanted that rifleman to be the first in the door after he kicked in the door. Again, we're going to do the same thing. So you're going to flow in, path of least resistance, and take that spot. Guys, like I said, these rooms are tiny. It's going to be a little bit tricky to do. That's okay. We're going to do what we can. And we're going to give them an alpha command so that we know he's going to be the first one through the door. You too. That's a little bit smoother. Let's go with that. Okay, change his... No. Don't jump out the window, please. It's not what we're after. I think that team leader is just going to be pushy. It's okay. See, again, we want him to take this position, for sure. What I'm trying to think about is where the next guy's got to go. We might just have the Grenadier push across like this. A couple of reasons. One, there's nowhere for him to go. If he stands here, he's exposed to this open window. I don't really want that. I kind of want just one guy having to deal with that. Also, there's no real value with him compressing the rifleman into that corner, because there's nowhere for him to go once that's done. So we're just going to play that a little by ear. Okay. Then we go. Clear, 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 clear. Wonderful. Nothing seems to be happening out there. We've got a curtain there which stops us from seeing into that room anyway, so we're good to go. We're going to let the Grenadier take point at this point, at this stage, sorry, just because our rifleman's kind of bound up back here. Still going to have him cross this fairly quickly, so I'm going to put him at a sprint, just so, two reasons. It gets away from this open threshold, and gets in front of the gunner, so the gunner's not coming in. We always want the gunner to be last. They're at such a disadvantage hauling that thing through buildings. We want to help them out as much as possible. So let's get that going, and then we're going to transition out of that straight onto this doorway. Same with team leader. Clear this, back to the doorway. Great. He's going to sprint. As soon as he's through the doorway, I'm going to let the gunner stand there for a split second while this starts to happen, and then he can follow suit. Okay, I don't like this. This guy is just kind of panic firing. Actually just going to pull them back. That's okay. Oh, I can hear him reloading. That's a great time. When someone's reloading, it's a great time to come in and try and shoot them. Come on, get a shot. And get back out. Wonderful. Right. That did two things. One, we took out that guy while it was reloading, and we got a little sneak preview of these two dudes trying to come straight up the middle. This is interesting. We're going to try and flow into this room, point of domination, but we've got an open threshold there and an open threshold there. Honestly, what I'm probably about to do is pretty dumb. We're going to do it anyway. I'm going to split these guys up into, instead of the one fire team moving through the house, we're going to do two. So I'm going to send these two guys straight away into this room, quite deep into this room, so that they're out of this funnel from anyone shooting up this way. And then I'm also going to try and send these two guys in. Now, if we weren't trying to stick to the constraints of the battle drill video, I'd be tossing flashbangs down into this room, disorientate them while we do this maneuver. It's just not going to happen. That's okay. So as soon as he's in, he's going to have a squiz. Straight there. And then across, and we're actually going to end there instead. Rifleman, he's going to come in and help tidy up the rest of the room. These two guys, boy oh boy, we're actually going to have him. What have we got there? Is that a table? Is it a fridge? It's a fridge. Wonderful. Or is it a table? Who knows at this point. We're just going to have him push out, try and provide some cover for these guys, and then I'm going to actually have him fall back in. See what happens. Yep. Clear that corner, my dude. Nope, he didn't. Why not? What got in his way there? Okay, guys, that's a bit rough. I think what happened there was the TV in game blocked the blocked his view of that, so he wasn't engaging quickly enough. And then, according to the plan that I had drawn, that was his opportunity to clear that corner, and then he started transitioning out. And the moment the character hits that point on the line, that's it. That's what they start doing. So we're just gonna have to roll with this now as a one-man, I guess. I hate doing this because it does almost break that whole realism that we're trying to go, well, not realism, immersion, I guess, that we're trying to go for with sticking to the video that we were watching. There he is. Can you get a shot of? Let's focus on that and push right out. Wonderful. Oh wow, that was the end. Alrighty guys, we we definitely went off script at the end of there. That's okay. Improvise, adapt. So what we ended up doing was, because this was so dodgy, tried to keep one gun into this room at least in case that really went belly up and he was the only security for this guy who was for the team leader that was trying to hold off anyone pushing any further up here while this got cleared. The intention was, once this became cleared, we could then regroup as a 4-man team to finish this last little patch off. What ended up happening, I think it was sort of up to the mechanics there. This TV unfortunately blocked the view of this corner. So as far as the path was concerned, he had that opportunity to clear the corner and then go back to the rest of his sector. It just didn't happen. So then the number 2 guy came in and he was focused all out here. We ended up having to switch, finish off the dude in the corner, and then do a single man, very deliberate sort of pie maneuver in peak. We saw one guy. I wasn't expecting 2, I'll be honest. I kind of got the feeling that doing a slow peak wasn't going to work, so I locked onto that spot and just full send across. Try and give these guys a moving target, which is a little bit hard to hit than someone just standing in that doorway. End up kind of working out. Rifleman was injured, Grenadier's down, team leader's injured, the gunner's got full health. All power to him. Alrighty guys, that is it for the battle drill video. We're going to move on to a new video tomorrow, but I'll explain all of that when we get there. again, like, comment, subscribe. If you do have videos you want me to check out, throw them in the comments. I'm more than happy to do so. Alrighty guys, catch you on the next one.